Everybody, this is Nate with Fresh Coat Marketing. In today's video, I'm going to go over how to create a Facebook ads campaign for your painting company in 2025. Let's get into it. Also, side note, I have a little Easter egg towards the end of it. I'm not going to spoil it now. Watch to the end of the video and let's get into it.
All right, what's up everybody? So in this video, we're going to go in and create a Facebook campaign for 2025. All right, let's hop into it. So first thing is we always want to create the campaign from scratch and we want to do leads. Don't worry about any of this other stuff for now, just do leads. And continue. Okay, we're going to call this new leads campaign. Okay, and I'm going to put a little date on this. So it's going to be 8/26. Okay, buying type, keep it at auction. Learning objective, again, we want to do leads. We don't want to put like a limit on the budget, and we don't want to do campaign budget optimization. We want to do ad set budget. We do not want to do A and B tests. We already know what's working, so we don't need to do A and B tests, and we don't want to do any special categories. A lot of you guys ask, like, hey, should you do the housing category? Is it like, housing related? No, it is not. This will actually limit your ads. Please, please, please do not select that if you are a painting company. All right, next. That is the campaign level. So now the next thing. Oh, now I got all messed up here. Okay. Let me discard drafts here. 1 second. Cool. Okay, let's do this again here. So now we're going to go to leads. Okay. New leads campaign. This is going to be 8/26. Cool. Again, buying type, auction. Leads objective, leads. We don't do campaign budget. We do ad set budget. We're not doing any special categories here. No tests for A and B stuff. Okay. Now we go to the ad set level. So the campaign is at the top. Ad set is the next one. So for this one, we're going to want to put the kind of targeting on here. So this is, you can put targeting on here. Cool. So the location where we want to send the traffic to is instant forms. We don't want to do instant forms in Messenger, website forms. We don't want to do anything else. We want to do instant forms here. Now we got to select the correct Facebook page. And for the performance goals, do not do maximize number of conversion leads, especially if you're just starting. Always want to do maximum number of leads to start out with. This might seem like it's a good idea. Oh, we can set a cost per result goal. Like, perfect. I want to tell Facebook I want $20 leads, right? But what actually ends up happening is this does not work in actual reality. What this does actually is just really, really, really limits the actual number of leads that you can generate. And we've never seen good results with using this. So don't even use it. Get rid of it. Value rules we do not use, and standard delivery. This is basically saying like, hey, do we want to do accelerated or standard delivery? We always want to do standard. We're not doing dynamic creative. And then for the budget, we don't want to do lifetime budget, because then that's, if you stop it and it's working well. If you stop it with the lifetime budget, you have to restart it to enable the campaign, and sometimes that can take the campaign. So for the budget, if you're just starting off and testing the waters, I would say the least to do is maybe $30 a day. And then once you start to see results, you can kind of increase spend from there. We don't need to worry about schedule or start date. Don't worry about any of that stuff. And then budget scheduling, we do not need to worry about any of that stuff either. Okay. Now, as far as the audience goes, so this is where we want to start narrowing down our audience. Obviously, we don't want to, put this to all the United States. So in this case, okay, well, this client is, it's in upstate New York, more like Rochester area. Okay, so for ease of purposes, we go way, way deep into this to figure out like the best locations and areas. Sometimes we do zip code targeting. For this video, just to keep it super simple, pick your kind of like major city and how far you want to go out for jobs. Let's say you want to go 10 miles. Cool, good enough. Again, if you want to dive deeper into this, go to zip codes, get down to the zip code targeting, but that is really good there. Another thing you want to pay attention to is over here on the left-hand side, the audience definition. This is the estimated audience size right here. So it says 300,000. This is a decent audience size. This is on the smaller side. The audience sizes can range from like 100,000 to like 1 million plus. 1 million plus is bigger cities. You can spend a crap ton of money on there. This is like on the smaller end. This is, I would say, on the like small, like to like small medium size, right? So it's a good size. You definitely don't want anything less than like 100 to 150, 200. Your ad will just, it'll just cost more. Don't click this. We don't want Facebook going outside of our targeting. As far as minimum controls, let's get this to 25. We don't want to exclude any custom audiences for now. This is like just a brand new one. And then we want to have English on here. Okay. Now, next, we don't have any custom audiences that we're going to be using. So now is the age. We usually do 30 plus on this. So go ahead and do 30 plus. For the genders, we keep it male and female. And then for the detailed targeting, we keep that open as well too. We don't want to limit Facebook. Now, as far as the placements go, so for the ease of this video, I'm not going to do any placements on here. However, for some clients, we do take off some of the audience network. So if you want to try that, you can go ahead and try that. Now, that is the ad set targeting. So we just did the campaign. Now we did the ad set targeting, and then now we're doing the leads. So this is where the money is made. Okay. So what do I mean by that? So typically this is what people do at this point. They go and just find any random photo that they have from like a previous job site. It could be okay looking, nothing spectacular, right? That's like the bare bones version, right? People just think putting a picture of a house is like an advertisement. The other thing people do is they go to like Canva, and they'll go to like Canva, business, and then they'll put like their business name and their logo and all kinds of graphics and all this kind of stuff. No one freaking cares. Okay. No one cares. Do not do that. No one scrolling on Facebook wants to see your super doctored up advertisement. That's obviously a blatant advertisement. And let me just give you an example here of kind of what we're talking about here. So if we go over here, this is what I'm talking about right here. Something like this, like painting company with like the picture of the owner, like get a free quote. Who the frick cares? No one cares. Literally no one cares. Why should they be interested? How is this going to get them interested? No one cares. No one cares. That's why you guys are losing money on Facebook. No one cares about your creatives. It doesn't work. Okay? It doesn't work. Do yourself a favor. Go on Instagram. Go on TikTok. Go on Facebook. Scroll. And if you see one of those ads, do you think you're going to reach out? No. I would never reach out to some basic ad like that. It just doesn't work that way. Okay? So I'm going to show you what to do instead. So when it comes to the ad creative here, I'm gonna hop into to CapCut here. Okay, so CapCut is a tool that you can use to create videos. Gone are the days where you can just put up a video or a before and after image, or just like, hey, we offer interior, exterior, this, that, and put a simple little image and expect to get red hot leads coming out of Facebook. Just because you're spending money doesn't mean that Facebook is going to give you like the hottest leads, right? You still have to market, right? So I'm going to give you some of the secret sauce here. Short videos that are almost like time-lapse style with a call to action at the end, plus variations of that. So if you could have the business owner, voiceovers as well work really well. So I'm going to show you kind of exactly what we do here. So, okay, let me just let me pick. Yeah, this will be a good example. Excuse me. So here's what I was working on earlier today for a client. But this is an 8-second video, right? So we put this video, we put a call to action behind it, and then this type of video works 1,000% better. This guy's actually a specialty painting company, but you can do it with any exteriors or interiors. Here, I'll show you this one too. It's for another client. Okay, so check out these videos, right? So this is the raw video. So we cut this down. We put do you see? Well, first of all, let me just pause for 1 second here. Do you see the difference right now between something like this with someone's face on it telling you, hey, this is what we're doing, versus something like this? I would never reach out to someone like this, right, for an ad, right? But when you have something like this that's nice, polished, and has a nice call to action at the end, well, guess what? That's who I'm going to be going with, right? So I'm going to give you an example here, right? So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to video ad. And here's a couple ones that we kind of have, on here previously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload one of these. Okay. That was the recent one I was working on. We'll let that finish uploading, and then I'm going to upload another one, right? So what you want to have with the Facebook campaigns is have the creatives do the heavy lifting. So what I mean by that is, check it out. Okay. I'm going to add the primary text later, and this is going to be get quote. Okay, so I'm literally showing you guys what we do here. Okay, take these off, hit done. Okay, so pause for a second here, right? Look at this video versus something like this, right? Stands out completely. Right? You can just see it right away. So when you're writing some of the copy, there's a couple things you want to do. First is you want to call out your area. So let's say you're in New York, right? Just like all right, guys. So I'm actually going to give you the sauce here. So I'm just going to put our one of our primary texts that does really well, right? So we're going to put that here. So then we're going to change this out for this client, and we do this like custom for each client. But I want to give you some sauce here. Okay, so that is as simple as you need it to be. Okay, we don't, again, the heavy lifting is going to be done by the ads itself. So we don't need necessarily the text to do the heavy lifting, but we want it to be nice and professional. So this is what a professional ad looks like. Okay, what are the big differences, right? So if you put up a silly little house photo or a silly little, Canva, situation, you're not gonna get anything for leads. Okay, you're just not. That's not how it works. But now imagine you're scrolling Instagram and you see this video, right? Okay, these guys look like they know what they're doing. This is a video that's very hard to reproduce if I'm not a painting company, right? So what do you think is going to happen if someone needs a painting, estimate or quote, and they came across your stuff? Well, guess what? They're going to look into you, right? They're going to click this get quote button. So what actually happens when they hit that get quote button? Well, glad you asked. So here's how we set that up for clients here. So let me go over here. Okay. So you have the form here. It's going to say what you're looking to paint, interior, exterior, both. Comments for what are you looking for? What are you looking for? If they click on interior, like what exactly? And then full name, email, phone number. Sometimes we collect address as well. And boom. Now, you might be thinking, okay, what happens here? How does that lead get to me? Well, that is for another video, but I will say that we use Go High Level, right? So we use this tool, it's called Go High Level, and that allows us to connect the form here to the CRM, which sends out the email and text message to these clients right away. That's how we ensure speed to lead, and that's how we ensure that all of our efforts are going directly to you, to your cell phone, so you can get the lead. Now, from there, we need you to book the estimate. About 30% of the leads at the bare minimum will turn into estimates, and then about 50 to 40% of those will close into jobs. So that is how we are setting up Facebook campaigns. Now, if you guys need any help, happy to chat and see if there is an opportunity for us to help us. If you guys are running into any issues when it comes to setting up your own Facebook campaigns, click the link below. It's freshcoat.io. That'll take us to our website. Submit the form. I'll get in touch with you, and we'll see if I can help you, right? And if I can't help you, I'll at least point you in the right direction, and if you're maybe extra nice, I can give you a couple of our creatives that have been working really well across the board for all of our clients. So in a nutshell, this is how we create Facebook campaigns. Again, if you have any questions, hit the link, get in touch, and we'll talk. Other than that, guys, thanks for staying along with me here, and I will see you in the next one.